Hi Julian, thanks very much for taking the time. We're at the ComWorld show in the Middle East in Dubai, and I'd like to first start off with asking you why you're at the show from a company perspective as Bridgewater Systems.
Well, thanks, Mike. Yeah, the Middle East is a big growth region for us. As a company, we're investing heavily within the region. We're really focusing at the moment in regards to the growth of mobile data and how, as a company, we can actually start to address some of the issues around this mobile data growth. And we see that this is a great forum for us to be able to get access to some of these operators and partners, indeed, as well.
Well, that probably leads into what do you do? What's the company's mission?
Right, well, Bridgewater Systems is an independent software vendor that focuses on how they can efficiently enable and manage data services for mobile operators. We have a number of products in the control plane area, which are things like AAA servers, policy control solutions, and home subscriber servers, which efficiently manage usage of data through the network.
What's control plane?
Control plane is where you sit in between the subscribers and the applications and the network, and that you allow the network to have an understanding of what the application or the subscriber is enabled to do, and then when the network can signal back up into the application space, whether the network is actually able to deliver those services. So it's a two-way street in regards to sitting in the middle.
So you're all about data then, so smartphones and the massive growth of smartphones must be very relevant to you.
Absolutely, absolutely. We see that smartphones are going to be the key enabler to more data services as everyone does, but I think that one of the things that we're focusing on is how do you actually enable those services on the smartphones. Typically today, people enable services via the service providers provisioning interface, whereas with Bridgewater at the moment, we believe that there needs to be more of a sort of direct feedback mechanism to the clients. Hence, we've developed a solution which we call My Policy, which is a client that sits on smartphones, laptops, and it gives the user the ability to actually look at what his data usage is, what's it actually costing him, and then conversely it gives the operator the ability to push down special types of offers, to be able to give location-based services, etc.
Okay, and how would you differentiate yourself from other people that are, I know there's not many in your space and you're already quite well differentiated, but from those that would claim to be, how do you differentiate yourself?
Well, I think from our perspective, we as I mentioned, we're an independent software vendor that has been around for over 12 years. We've got vast experience in regards to integration in the control plane area, and that we've developed a solution which is in essence constant technology refresh. So we haven't built this product from the ground up. There's been years of IPR and development in this solution, and when you look at the complex interactions that are required between the OSS, the BSS, the networking components, right, you really need to be able to have a scalable solution, and Bridgewater has built its history and pedigree on delivering scalable solutions.
When you say scalable, what do you mean?
Well, for instance, one of our customers has over 80 million provisioned subscribers, and then somewhere in the region of about 19 billion transactions per month going through the platform. You know, you don't develop a system like that overnight, and you know, these need to be not just scalable, but they also need to be reliable.
And is that very relevant to what you're doing in the Middle East at the moment?
Absolutely. We're looking at the moment, and we're working with a number of operators, and we will have a win that we can announce early next year, where we're working with an operator that has a WiMAX and a GSM network, and what they're looking for is that, or what they were looking for, I should say, is that a subscriber management system and policy management system that was access agnostic, and we'd give them the ability to scale as they grow, instead of having multiple systems for different types of access, and different policy management solutions indeed as well for different types of access. So we've got this converged policy and subscriber management, and we're seeing that a lot of the larger operators that have multiple different types of access technologies are looking at for solutions like ours to do consolidated policy management and subscriber management.
Okay, and it's very exciting. Tell me a little bit about Bridgewater as a company.
Well, Bridgewater has been around for around 12 years. We're based in Ottawa in Canada. We're a public company. We've got over 130 customers, operator customers. We're profitable. We have pretty much global presence. We focus mainly on sort of direct touch with operators and indirect fulfillment with partners. And we're constantly looking at how we can evolve our technology to continue in the control plane environment, and have recently announced a number of products in the LTE control plane environment as well.
Your business development director for EMEA, you have a very interesting background in terms of taking ArrowPoint to an exit with Cisco, working for Cisco. And doing some big jobs across EMEA, helping companies grow in this region. What are your big challenges these days?
I think the biggest challenge from our perspective is probably going up against some of the incumbent network equipment vendors where they have sort of end-to-end dominance. But I think that we're starting to get through to a number of the operators where they see that working with a more agile company and smaller company like ourselves, who specifically focus on this area of technology, is of benefit. But there's always scale issues when you come into new territories. But one of the things that we recognised, and we've recognised very quickly, was the fact that, especially in markets like the Middle East, we really need to partner with specialist companies to be able to deliver our solutions into the customers here.
Okay, well, looks that's really good. I very much appreciate your time, and good luck with the rest of the show.
Okay, thanks, Mike.